In today's fast-moving world, conflict surrounds us. Most conflict results from simple misunderstanding. Both parties stop talking. They agree to disagree. Anger takes hold. It's not difficult to see how misunderstanding begins. At work, for example, situations often arise where it seems too difficult to talk to the other person face to face. We can easily fall into the trap of making false assumptions about other people's actions. Then we interpret their motives inappropriately. When confronted, we become defensive. Communication breaks down. When we feel threatened, we naturally follow one of three paths. We fight, take flight, or freeze. It becomes difficult to see how sitting down and talking can change anything. Research has shown that if you can set aside the fight, flight, or freeze reflexes and move into conversation, then most situations where anger is present can be resolved in about 90 minutes. If we could learn to listen to each other in a curious kind of way and to speak courageously by stating our needs in a gentle, non-threatening manner, then we could change the world, one conversation at a time.
What we believe is that conversations are the medium through which most people do their work. And what the Pulse frame does is that it improves the quality of those conversations. By improving the quality of the conversations, it can improve the quality of the organization. The difference in the Pulse conversation is that the leader acts as the catalyst. They are present and they witness the conversation. They do not take part in the conversation and they remain detached. We call that detached from the content of what's going on because they hold the parties capable of resolving their own issues. I think once you know how to structure a Pulse conversation, you can use that to guide any conversation, whether you're at a cocktail party and you want to understand more about the people at the cocktail party. You can ask yourself in your self-talk, what are they talking about? Why is it important to them? And if you keep asking yourself that, you can probably become the most popular person in the room because you're interested in other people. And that's really what a Pulse practitioner is. They get curious, really curious about what people are thinking, why they're behaving in a certain way, and what the underlying criteria for a different situation would be for them. What are their underlying interests? We call it world peace one conversation at a time, and that's what we firmly believe, that if everyone could learn to listen to each other in a curious kind of way and to speak to each other courageously by saying what they need, then you can change the world.